See what kind of trouble we can get into. Are you ready? Let's see. Yeah, but we're gonna get into some trouble. There we go. Iron Claw. Neurosurgeons scream for more. Paranoia's poison dart. 21st century schizoid man. I used to do this song in a band in college. Oh my god. Innocents raped with napalm fire. 21st century schizoid man. Fucked up. What the fuck is wrong with this world? Bree is here. Oh my god, Bree's back. Woohoo! And Splattercat. Hey, Splattercat, I know you got a family thing, whatever, today. Don't worry about it. Do what you gotta do. Bruh. Okay? I got this, man. I can handle it, man. I might not be able to handle it. We'll see. No, I can handle it. I'm fine. I'm an adult now. So, anyway. But, yeah, I don't know. Like, if I appreciate it, I'll stick around till it's time to go. Well, that's awfully nice of you, sir. I hope you enjoy your family time. It's most important. I'm trying to make amends with my family to whatever degree that can happen. Because, you know, speaking the truth about politics is enough to disown somebody, right? Yeah. And no, don't make me face the truth. It's okay. It's not okay, but anyway, just you gotta make it okay, you know. So how was everybody's day today? Anything new and exciting in your world? Any action? Drama? Comedy? Romance? What do you got going on? Let's see. No, not much. I guess we're just watching. So I had a busy day at work today. Tomorrow is my day off, so was watching another stream with Starmer talking about illegal immigration. Wow. What did you learn from that? What did you learn? I have known people that worked in the sort of immigration enforcement field, and they say it's 100 times worse than whatever you see on the news. Is Trump doing his job? Like, is he fulfilling, you know, his promise here with that? You know, it's something I'd like to know. I don't know. Every time I see a Mexican person, I have to wonder, you know. I mean, I don't know if I'm Mexican. I should say Central American, you know. But I think we know what we're talking about here. And okay, he was lying through his teeth that he was always against illegal immigration and always preferred to deport criminals. It was ridiculous. Oh, God, it's so tiresome. It's so tiresome. It's all so tiresome. But hey, put on a happy face. Woohoo! That's where the Joker got it right, you know? Put on a happy face. One tries, you know, one tries. All right. So, do I have anything interesting to say? Well, let's see. Talk a little bit about some plans. Tomorrow, I will be focusing on uploading some comics to my Substack and getting that moving forward. I have to process more pages for lettering, for my lettering guy. I'm going to start looking into getting some form of Kickstarter thingy going to colorize what I have done of the book of Militiaman and get half of the book out so that I can at least, you know, make some profits. And honestly, it's actually the right thing to do because you put the first book out and everybody's like, what the hell is this? You know? And they're like, okay, well, what you know, reviews and blah, blah, blah. It's just kind of the business of comics, as it were, you know. I know some pretty big wigs in like the Comicsgate scene, and you know I can start marketing and all that fun stuff. All right, I've heard enough of that. And moving on. Oh, that's a sweet song right there. The Realm, Lord Commander of the Realm, has arrived. Hello. That is a very ostentatious name, my man. What does the Lord commandeth this fine evening? Sorry, I just, it like puts me into one of those like English accent moods, you know. The Lord of the Realm approacheth. What hath he to say? What bid thee, fine king? I'm sorry, that's just a goofball. You know, it's fun to be somebody else sometimes, you know, and just like have a little laugh about it. This character that I'm auditioning for, I've been trying to come up with like vocal. I don't know how to say that. I'm fine this evening. How are you? I'm okay. But I've been trying to come up with like a different way of talking that for the character. So like, you know, people have affectations, I guess, if you will, like just the way that they aspirate sounds, or if they're when they speak that they have like a kind of a tension in their throat, or some people are kind of whiny when they talk. I mean, there's many different sort of sounds that people make that they're kind of unconscious of. Like, I don't know, maybe think of like someone at work that like talks a certain way that maybe you think is funny or curious or something, and you know what I mean, just to give the guy a personality, like like he's his own kind of person. So for example, I'm trying to model, like I'm trying to sort of construct the character based on other people that I know have worked with that are kind of like real tough guy dudes that like say had like, you know, cold fathers or distant fathers or something, and they were just like, you know, maybe they you know they couldn't go to college because they had to get a job, and they're like, you know, don't complain, you know, just suffer silently, you know, that's all that kind of traditional manly stuff, you know. And like I know this guy that kind of talks under his breath like this, and he's always seems to have a kind of a serious tone when he talks. It sort of kind of like holds everything in, sort of, and it's kind of, you know, a little bit, and then Then when he wants to get furious, then he raises his voice like this, and that's how he talks, and this is what it's gonna be like, and like, don't let me catch you doing that again. Like this is what I mean. It's like a kind of characterization, and I just think like that's what this person needs. I don't think he should sound like Donald Kent, like some kind of like intellectual, sensitive artist guy. I'm sorry, I don't talk like a fag. I'm sorry, just kidding. But you know what I'm saying? I mean, every artist, not artist, every actor has these kind of things. Maybe not. I don't know, but I think you guys know what I'm trying to say. Maybe I'm just insane. You know who's really, really good at that is Daniel Day-Lewis. Think of the character he played in There Will Be Blood or Gangs of New York. Yeah, with the Gangs of New York, I don't know the lines that he had, but he's something like, you know, he just, the way he just kind of warped his voice in such a way as to like create this other person. And that's acting. That's acting. I think that's fucking cool. Like so that's method acting, I guess, is really what I'm saying. Is it method? Is that the right term? I think that's the right term. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm just taking this too serious, or so. I don't get the part, I'll lose my mind. No. Yeah. So there's a lot on my mind right now. Got a lot going on. I always have a lot fucking going on. It's always the same shit. I really got to get. I don't know. I feel like I need to just kind of get out of myself for a while or something. By the way, how is the sound quality tonight? Because like last night there was this weird crackly, crunchy noise, and I don't know if that's like the FBI or like why is that happening? I can't. I don't quite know. Maybe when they listen in, it kind of affects the audio or something. Sorry, this is the usual tomfoolery. But yeah, if anybody's there, if you could just let me know that there's 10 people here, so if somebody could just tell me, like, do you hearing any like crackly white noise? No pun intended. Or is the audio okay, coming through okay? I don't know. I can't tell from here. I can only tell if I get on the internet and listen to it myself. Meezy is here. Said hi. All right. Am I saying your name? Mimsy. Mimsy. Okay, what a cute name. That's a lovely name. Lovely, lovely. The background white noise is ever present, but it's not an issue. I was listening to last night's show, and I noticed that while I'm talking, that sort of white noise doesn't seem to be as loud. So I'll just have to yammer for like an hour. How about that? You guys like yammering? Thanks. Yeah, it's lovely. So, Mimsy, what's shaking? How did you find this channel? Was it just in your algorithm, or did you hear about me in like a police blotter or something like that? I'm kidding, just kidding. And I'm thinking this is probably your first time to the show. I don't think I've seen you here. But yeah, I do this stream. What is it? Five nights a week, about 9 p.m. Since you're new here, Mimsy, and you got such a cute name, I'm gonna give you a special show of my book. okay? So hang tight. Let me just set this aside here. You are very talented. Oh, you don't even know the half, kiddo. Wait till I take you on the journey of Imperium Calling, the art and poetry of Donald Kent. So let's start kind of more towards the back. I've got some comic book illustration in here. Holy Shavitskis, look at that. Crash, bam, boom. Marvel keeps calling saying, we want to buy this for $1 million. And I'm like, $1 million? Fuck off. And then I slam the phone down. And then they call back and they say, okay, we want to buy it for $100 million. And I'm like, warming up. And then I slam the phone down. And then they call back and they say, okay, name your price. And I'm like, well, I want, fill in the blank. All right, anyway, so here's some comic stuff. There's some crazy wackadoo illustration stuff in here. There's more comics. This is kind of like, what do you call it, just fantasy illustration. Oh my God, I can't believe you did all that. Did you really draw all that? How long did it take? Was it fun? Did you like it? Did it hurt? Did you cry? Lovely, lovely. Oh my God, look at these monsters and bad bitches. Holy shit. Oh, look at that one. That's very sweet. Do you like this piece? I love this piece. This is kind of, I'm gonna open up a little bit. I actually had a certain girl in mind when I drew this piece, you know. I was having trouble sleeping, but then I saw you live. Wicked. Cool beans. Are you in the UK or in Europe, or whereabouts are you? I mean, it's not super late where I am. How do you like that portrait there? Brie, hi Brie, France. Oh, ça va. Well, I am part French, and I don't speak French, and I'm very ashamed of that. I feel like I have to learn French, because if I don't, then I'm just a jerk, you know? I want to go to France. One of my best friends lives in Paris. He's French, and he visits the show sometimes. Thank you for showing me your work. Okay, I guess I'll stop. I'm getting overbearing here. But I love France. Hello to Brie. Oh, ooh, that one is adorable. Oh, the one that I showed before, yeah. This is who we're drawing tonight. That's the comic book we're doing tonight, Militia Man. But yeah, this piece, I don't know what it is. It just has a certain warmth to it. There's a kind of, you know, when a man loves a woman, there's that feeling of protection, and you want to give her some flowers, and, you know, it's just what love's all about, you know. Oh, that's sweet. Okay, all the guys are like leaving the stream. They're like, oh, we don't listen to that shit. So I better shut up and get back to drawing. Otherwise, I'm a bad person. You have a very good accent. You mean when I do the English accent or my American accent? That would be very interesting to know. My American accent is very good. I could do an English accent if you like. It's quite fun, that. I love doing it. I do it a lot. In fact, my friends know about that. They're like, oh, Donald, do that English accent. It's so funny when you do that. And I'm like, oh, come on. I don't want to do it again and again. It gets really boring, you know what I mean? All right, I'll do it for you. Whatever you want. When you said something in French, it was very good. All I said was like stuff. I'm really, really ashamed that I don't speak French. Let me tell you my excuse, okay? I was in high school, and we had a choice of taking French or Spanish. And I don't like Spanish. I'm not trying to be rude, but I don't want to learn Spanish. I want to learn French because I am French on my mother's side. So I've been waiting years to take French, and I'm super excited about it, and everything's just we're getting there. And then the year before you sign up for language classes, I started dating this girl, and she was like, "Oh, I'm taking Spanish, and sign up for Spanish. I'll help you with your homework. It's easy." And like a stupid teenager, I'm like, "Oh, okay, I'll sign up for Spanish." Stupid idiot. And what happened over the summer? We broke up. Oh shit. So now I had to frickin' sit through a year of Spanish when I could have been learning French. So I'm pretty I'm pretty bitter about it. I'm pretty angry about it. I have gone on YouTube and looked up like French classes. You can just learn French for free. And then I realized, this is going to take a lot of time. Here's something you might find interesting, uh, Mimsy, is that I speak Chinese, though. I lived in Asia for 5 years. So if you want me to speak Mandarin, I can do that for you right now. I lived in Japan for a year, but I don't speak Japanese. It's a very, very hard language, very complex grammar. But if you want to hear some Chinese, I'll speak some Chinese for you. That's the best I can offer tonight. I apologize. Let's see. When you says, oh, but the English accent is nice. Okay, das ist gut. How about the German accent? That would be very good, yeah. I cannot do the French accent very well. It is very difficult to get those sounds out of my mouth. I don't know how to do it. But I'm working on the French accent, so if you could just be patient, maybe we can get that going. Chinese, okay, ready? So, what should I say in Chinese? That's 你好，我长丹老，丹老字是我英文名字，但是在中文听起来很奇怪。然后我常常我说的堂姐声，我知道你们不知道我脏话，但是这是很困难啦。So anyway, that's a little Mandarin for you there, and maybe someday somebody will translate that for you. No, I just said like this is my name in Chinese. Well, this is my English name, but it sounds strange in Chinese, so I have a Chinese name, and this is the Chinese name, and it's something something like that. Yeah. So sorry, I keep getting off camera here. I'll move the camera for you. I would love to learn Chinese. Well, it's freaking awesome. I'm just gonna tell you straight up. It's just so freaking cool. I got into Chinese because I was interested in Buddhism, and then later I got interested in Kung Fu, and now I teach Kung Fu and blah blah blah. That's a long story. It's a big part of my life. But there was a time when I thought, oh, I'm going to learn Chinese and go into trade, Like, no, you're not, It's like, this is not me at all. But, yeah, so, and I don't speak fluently. That's just me kind of faking it. I mean, it's just small talk. 4 years living in Taiwan, though, I was very proficient back in those days. I could travel around the country by myself, taking trains and this and that. And yeah, I mean, 4 years of total immersion into a language, you're gonna freaking pick it up. You depend on it to survive. So it just comes. You get it. So that's the same. That's my point. Is that I have to move to France, vive la France, and then start taking classes and and I'll get better and better and better. And then I can fight the revolution and kick out all the Muslims. That is the real reason why I gotta go to France, is to fight the revolution. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. All right, what do we got? What do we got? Splattercat, only 4 languages. I can barely speak English. Hey, your English is pretty good, buddy. It sounds like a very good experience. Well, that's nice. That's pretty cool. I only speak 4 languages. That's absurd. Don't say only. Come on, get out of here. I have to say though, but in Europe, isn't it fairly common for people to speak, maybe at least 3 languages or something? I think that's my understanding. I always feel like, wow, that's incredible, you know. Yeah, I have a really, really close friend. He's Hungarian, but he lived in Germany. He went to school in Germany, and I think he might have some German blood. But anyway, he speaks English, Hungarian, German. It's just pretty freaking cool stuff, Most incredible. Splattercat's here. Does computer language count? Yeah, yeah, yeah. My father's a linguist. He speaks 8. Holy shit. Um, that's astounding. That's really astounding. Yeah. Would you mind telling us what languages? That could be kind of interesting. I studied linguistics in college when I was studying anthropology. I almost had a minor in anthropology because I took all of the courses that my college offered minus one. And had I taken that last course, I would have had a minor in anthropology. But yeah, that the whole thing about anthropology is it's just all part of that love of cultures and stuff that I told you about. So I just had to fix the music. Does computer languages, that must take a lot of mental bandwidth to maintain. Holy God, yes. Yes, it's very common in Europe to speak multiple languages. So, boys, let's go. Let's get on an airplane right now. I'm heading over. Splattercat, if you could learn any European languages, what would they be? Same question for Hippocratic Oath. Just curious. I think that's an interesting topic. I know a program, I'm part Irish as well, and I know of a program locally that teaches Gaelic. And I'm like, wow. I mean, clearly like when are you going to use Gaelic? It's very, very unique to like the Irish countryside. But still pretty amazing, very precious. Italian and Gaelic. Oh, cool. Since those are both my answers. Oh, wow, man. Irish Italian is a really, really good mix, dude. That's a really good mix. They both start with I. No.